Kia ora, what's up, what's going on? Welcome to Mod My Box, welcome to part 2 of toy inventing. In the previous episode we spoke about how to take an idea, put it down on paper, add dimensions to it. In this one we're going to be creating a mock-up. As you can see here, I've made my mock-up of my toy invention from cardboard and hot glue. So we're going to get started on this. That's us. So what you're going to need to create a mock-up, obviously the cardboard, scissors, craft knife, compass, ruler, pencil, hot glue gun, and also the hot glue. And the X-Acto knife will also come in handy for doing smaller cuts, for example small circles. Grab your pencil and your ruler and your cardboard, and also the dimensions of the toy invention that you had sketched up in the previous video, and mark them out on your cardboard. So I'm going to use a compass. You don't have to do this, you can just draw it freehand. I'm just going to draw quarter circles. I've been doing this since the dinosaur ages. I was the man at what they used to call texturing back in the 80s. Yes, I'm that old, so but anyway, this thing comes in handy, and I use it all the time. Grab your trusty craft knife and cut your design out. You can use scissors, but I prefer to use this to try and keep the piece solid as possible, because if you use scissors on big pieces like this, especially on cardboard, it starts to bend it. I'm going to hit the edges with the scissors. Where an X-Acto knife comes in handy. You can get in there and do tight corners. It's perfect for the job. As you can see, my curves aren't perfect compared to my drawing, but again, this is just a mock-up. This is something you can put in your hands. You can physically look at it, touch it, feel it, and adjust it to however you want, and think to yourself, what can I do on this, what extras can I add, improvements, what can I take off it, etc, etc. 3 more of these, so instead of drawing it all out on the cardboard with the dimensions, I'm just going to throw that on there as a template and just draw around it. Now I'm back in there with the craft knife. And there we go, I have my 4 pieces. Now I'm measuring out the cardboard strips for the rails. As you can see there, it is 10 millimeters wide. I need 2 of these. That's why it is important to have dimensions on your drawing, so you can kind of get a gist of what you're making. Now bust out your hot glue gun and glue your pieces together. I'm going to start by adding the rail strip to one of the sides. And I just carry on, just giving it a bend wherever it needs it, and adding more hot glue. Once I have hot glued those strips onto one side of the handrail, I'm going to hot glue the other side. Now I'm going to cut out the centerpiece that joins the outer two parts together, and that's around about 15 millimeters in width. Now for the final part for the handle, I am going to merge all three parts. So firstly, I'm going to add hot glue to one side of the handle and then apply the center strip. Now I'm going to add more hot glue and just keep working around it, bend the cardboard as needed until it's all done. I'm going to use a pair of scissors to trim down the center cardboard piece. The cool thing about mock-ups is that you can do it on the fly, especially when you're using hot glue and cardboard. Now it's time to merge the other piece. So a bit of hot glue on the center part and then join them together. There we go, handle is complete. Up next is the spinner. So I'm going to grab some cardboard, I'm going to grab my compass and measure out the dimensions. Because it has curved edges, I'm going to use scissors to cut around it. Straightforward. Going to use the compass again to draw the inner circles. This is where the magnet will go. Going to hit the inner circle with the X-Acto knife again. Now I have my two circles for my spinner. I'm going to make the centerpiece. Time to hot glue everything together. Now for the final piece, I'm going to make the magnet, but it's not going to be an actual magnet, it's just a barrel representing a magnet that's going to go in the center of the spinner. So when you're making things like pegs or dowels, in other words cardboard dowels, what you do is you roll the cardboard up like that, and let's say you want a diameter of 10 millimeters, you grab the ruler and measure it on the top of it where you've just rolled it up. As you can see there, I'll get a bit closer to the camera, it's a little bit too big. So to remedy that, you just unroll it a little bit, grab your scissors and trim a piece off and re-roll it and re-measure. When you get to the final diameter, just roll it up and then unroll it a little bit and add a bit of hot glue on the inside. Roll it up and hold it for a few seconds, and there you have your cardboard dowel, or whatever it is you want to call it. There we go, the final piece is complete. I will now slide it into the spinner. And that's it, all the two pieces are complete. As you can see there's the spinner and the cardboard dowel. I'm going to insert it into the middle. Now I'm going to grab the handle and put it on the top, and that's it. That's the pre-prototype is what I call it, or the mock-up. It's done, easy as. And there we go, as you can see these sketches, I'm comparing them from the previous video with my mock-up and my dimensions. You know, it's rough as hell, but it ain't about prettiness, it's all about just getting it together and seeing what it looks like and feels like. We've come to the end of this video. In the next one I will show you how to set up SolidWorks so we can get the ball rolling and get our sketch into it. If you've learned something today, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Cheers.